A wealthy Texas farmer becomes curious about his roots and starts digging into his family history. After some research, he traces his ancestry back to a small farming village in Ireland. Deciding to see it for himself, he books a trip overseas to look for distant relatives. Once he lands in Dublin, he drives about an hour into the countryside and stops at a local pub to ask around. He sits at the bar, orders a pint, and strikes up a conversation with an Irishman beside him. After explaining his background and why he is there, the Irishman says, "You do not say! I have never heard of your family, but I am a farmer too. Tell me, what is farming like in Texas?" The Texan smiles and answers, "Farming in Texas has treated me very well. If I start driving west in the morning, I can drive all day and never reach the end of my land. If I start again the next day and drive east all day, same thing. North or south does not matter either. I can drive in any direction all day long and still be on my property." The Irishman nods thoughtfully and replies, "Oh, I know what you mean. I've got a tractor like that as well." When I was a boy, I once went with my father to the funeral of one of his coworkers, a man I had never met. While the adults were talking, I stood off to the side, bored and waiting for time to pass. A bitter-looking man walked up to me and said, "Enjoy life, kid. Enjoy it because time flies." Look at me now. I did not enjoy it. He patted me on the head and walked away. Before we left, my father brought me over to pay our respects. When I looked into the coffin, I froze in terror. The man lying there was the exact same man who had just spoken to me. I was traumatized. I could not sleep. I had nightmares. I was terrified of being alone. I saw psychologists. My teenage years were miserable. As I got older, it slowly got better, but every once in a while I would still wake up screaming in fear. Many years later, I finally discovered the truth that changed everything about my life. That bastard had a twin.